and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch his 15. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Check 37. Check 37. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Watch the real 15. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 50. Charlie. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Going up top. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog. Check 4. Check 4. Sponge. 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 No. 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 Hatch it. Hatch it. Attack. Attack. Check 26. Check 26.
Now Joe Mixon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Yellow. Attack! Kill. Watch the motion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Green 18. 54 Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, He's a lot to bring down.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
26. Check. Hey, check 26. Mike 51.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
88.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check the outs. Check the out. Box it.
Derrick Henry. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
258. Watch the pass. Cat 300.
Now Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering what's...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Mahomes now on first down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Nazir Jones cruises in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
First down, Packers.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
Come on!
Scene 6.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Yeah.
Hey, Sunday.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. He's coming. We got double up. Topper.
I don't need to.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Catch made here by Campbell. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
A gain of 12. And the Packers first down.
Yellow.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Check.
Yellow.
Go. 58's the mic.
And again, it's Mahomes. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Motion.
Mahomes to throw once more. Flush to his right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Oh, here we go. Oh, check 30. Hey, check 20.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Here, Mike. Smooth. 51.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Bucks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Open man is Higgins. 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Get in the weight room. Wide. Get wide. Undercrush.
Finish the game. Finish the game.
From the 31, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Hey, check. 3 down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Campbell making the catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Past the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Let's go.
Yellow. On the way. 43. Okay.
Mahomes now on first down. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
66. Bullet high.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Other way. Let's go.
258.
Try to do better. Come on, QB.
250.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Rodgers going to throw. Completes it to Miller. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again, it's Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, first down Packers.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Let's go one more.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Got an open man, that's Campbell. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
I don't need to.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Save. Whip. Watch the whip.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Hey, switch gears.
On Sunday.
We got motion. Back up. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Hey, 15.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check.
Back north.
Hot. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check. Crunch.
Boom.
Crunch.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Henry running right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
You block over here. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Here's Rodgers. Jones has it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. A first down carry now for Miller. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Fellas, let's set a tone.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
You're not ready. You're not ready. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll run with Henry. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm on. Kill.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Yellow.
Back to Mixon on first down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Check six guard. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check safety, check safety. 15, 15. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Check 31. Check.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Give him 30 yards there. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
Scat 300. Scat 300.
Check 9, check 9.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Moncrief brings it in. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Matt Bosher now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packers will get the football at their own 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And
what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes going to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Hey, taller.
Go 58 to the mic. Watch the screen.
Yellow. Right side.
On first down, Mahomes. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all play.
15. Attack.
Check 25. Check. Why? Move. 58. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Right there. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Now it's Mahomes again. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Yellow.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He finds his running back, Mixon. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And this one boiled down in the end, Charles, to simply too much Aaron Rodgers.
We've seen this many times before, haven't we? And I'm sure we'll see it again in the future. Extreme confidence in his abilities, extreme confidence in his teammates, never thinks a game is out of reach because his right arm can equalize anything a defense can put out there.
So for Tampa Bay, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.